Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Today we are doing a 3 looks 1 palette with the Juvia's Place Magic palette. So this is what it looks like. I do have an initial review, swatches, first look tutorial up on my channel, so I will link that up there so you can check that out. This is look number 1 that we have. And I've really been loving these shadows and playing with this palette. They are so beautiful, so let's go ahead and get started with this look. I'm going to start with Juvia in the transition area. And this is an orangey brown shade. And I'm just using my Wet n Wild P20. It's a fluffy blending brush, just to really blend that throughout the transition area. Then I'm going to take Ebates on my Wet n Wild P15, which is the pinched blending brush, and that is going to go right in the crease. So this color is showing up a lot lighter and less pigmented than I would have thought. Build it up just a little bit. So it looks very dark purple in here, but it shows up more of a true purple. And then I'm going to bring it around here. It is very pretty. On the lower lash line, I'm going to take that same purple shade and gotta make sure I stay in the camera here. It's just going, I'm going to line that all the way across. And then that orangey brown shade that I used is going to smoke out that lower lash line. So just like this. So I just connected that with the orange brown over here, so it just kind of brings continuity to that look. Let me go ahead and do the other side. I am going to use Faso for this look, so it is it's a duochrome, but it's like a pinky bluey purple one depending on the light, so it's very pretty. I'm just going to take a flat shader brush and some fixing spray. And this one I'm just going to put from the inner corner to about 2/3 of the way across. Well, that is really pretty. So that is Faso. I think I'm going to put some Faso in the inner corner as well. And I actually think I want to stop there. I'm going to go ahead and do some liner and mascara, and I'll be back to show you guys the final look. So to finish off the look, I used the Maybelline Total Temptation mascara and the Pretty Vulgar eyeliner gel pot that I got in my BoxyCharm. So this is the final look. I am so happy with this look. I think it turned out so beautiful. So stay tuned for look number 2. Okay, so for look number 2, we're going to do more of a neutral look, so I can show you guys how you can do that with this palette as well. A lot of colorful palettes you can still do neutral looks with. So I'm going to start out with Nana in the transition area, and then I'm going to go in with Zakia in the crease part. So we'll start by laying down that transition color. Remember, when you're putting in a transition color, you just want to make sure you're going back and forth in those circular motions, and that just really helps it blend in and look seamless. I'm just using the Wet n Wild P15 for this one. This is typically the brush that I use for my transition color, that or the Morphe, I think it's 4441, I think. Okay, that was the P20 that I used for the transition, and I've lost my P15. Wait, is this it? Oh, I found it. Okay, so then I used my P15 for just that deeper crease part right there, and that's what I'm going to take Zakia in for. And this one is pinched, so it just makes it really easy to get that color just right in the crease and not all over the lid or the upper. On the brow bone either. So I'm just deepening that up just to give it some dimension for what we're going to do with the rest. Make sure I don't have any skip marks. Then I'm just going to go back in with Nana and buff that right out there to make sure that those two colors are blended on. Okay, I'm not really sure what I'm going to do on my lid part, but I know I want to take this color here, Yagidi. It's the blue. It's the really dark blue color, and that's going to deepen up my outer V. So for that, what brush do I want? Actually, I think I'm going to take this little guy. This is a Morphe 507. All my Morphe brushes I get from Ulta. And they're pretty inexpensive. And then I'm just going to place that right on that outer V area and bring it up just a little bit. So this brush is so small, it's really allowing me to place it where I want. It's a really tiny blending brush. It's got the little point there, so it's perfect. Okay, now that I've got that blue laid down on my lids, I'm going to take this brush, but I'm not going to add anything else to it, and I'm really going to blend these outer V's with that brush just to make sure there's no skipping, harsh lines, anything like that. I just kind of I'm pulling this one down so it kind of keeps that line a little bit's getting out of the line, but we can clean that up right there. I'm going to go ahead and take a pointed brush. This is a Morphe one. It's 431, and I'm going to take Nana and pull it all the way across my eyelid. Just doing the lower lash line now because I'm still thinking about the lid part. So these are the different colors that I'm kind of thinking about putting on the lid. So we've got these right here, and they are Yamoja. You see that? Boruno, and Nubia. And what I think I might do is Nubia and Boronu and kind of create a gradient going into that blue. I think gold and blue look really pretty together. So I'm going to start with Boronu, which is the more copper color. And that's going to go in the center I'm just using a flat shader brush for that. See what it's like with no fixing sprays. This palette I really haven't had to use fixing sprays as much with my shimmery shades. That's really pretty. You could even put that all over the lid for this look and it would just be a really pretty look. Was I doing a neutral look? It is still kind of neutral, right? Okay. So if you wanted to keep it more neutral and take the blue out, this Aja color here you could put in the outer crease because it has a hint of color, but it's really hard to figure out what the hint of color is, so it does look more black. All right, so then for the inside one, I'm going to take even a tinier little shader brush so I can be more precise, and that color Nubia. And I am going to spray it with fixing spray to get that really pretty pop of gold in the inner corner. I'm going to pull it just around a little bit. Okay, so this is what my gold's going to look like. So I am going to go in with some more of that copper color, but first I'm going to put gold on. That's where we're putting the gold. So now I'm going to go back in with Barono, which is the coppery color, and just then pull these together. Okay, now on this little flat one, this is a Morphe one. It is the 432. I am going to take the gold I'm going to take that Barono and spray it this time on it because I want it to get, I'm going to put it in the middle of my lower lash line and I really want it to show, like give a foiled look. Okay, then with that same brush, I'm going to take that dark blue and just pull it right there. Now what I want to do is I'm going to put my liner on so I can kind of see what I need to clean up on the outside. I'm just going to clean that up with a makeup wipe and put some mascara on, and I'll show you guys the look all pulled together. So here's the final look. I went ahead and used the Chella liquid liner. If you guys saw my eyeliner stash, I showed you guys this in there. So it is actually a navy eyeliner, and I only brought it to stop where this gold started. So I only brought it about 2/3 across the line, that lid. And I used my Collab High Rise mascara. So that's what I used to complete this look. I like it. It's pretty. So next we've got look 3. Look number 3, I'm going to be doing a cut crease, and we are going to start just with these base shades in the crease again. I actually think I'm just going to do Nana. And I need to get a mirror. Whoa, that is not good to do without a mirror. Alright, so I'm just putting Nana in that transition area right there. I almost wish this palette had one more cool tone matte that you could use in this transition area here. Like a lighter green would be perfect. Okay, then in the crease, I'm going to take Koji, which is this pink color right here. And I'm just going to put that right in the crease. I'm going to go back in with my brush that I had Nana on and just blend where the shades meet. So there's no harsh edges, and you can see I just go back and forth in a circular motion. And then I'm actually going to go ahead and pop some of that pink on the lower lash line. So I'm just taking a little flat shader brush, smudger brush. This is from Mary Kay, their smudger brush. And I'm just going to take a little bit of that all the way across the lower lash line. Aja is this one that's kind of black but has got some other shade to it, almost like a greenish shade. It's a very interesting color. And I'm going to put that, I'm just going to kind of place it right here, but then I'm going to blend it in. So I'm just using this brush to place that color, and I just am putting that right on the outer V there, so I'm not bringing it too far in. And then I'm going to take a medium fluffy brush, I guess. This is the M30 330 from Morphe, and I'm not putting anything on there. I'm just blending this in. So I'm just getting rid of any harshness that is there right now. This is not going to be like a big color in this look. This is just going to give a little bit of depth to that outer corner, so I'm not too concerned with how it looks. I just want it to be blended in. Okay, then I'm kind of losing some of that pink, so I'm just going to go in and place a little of that right in the crease. Okay, next I'm going to take a flat shader brush, and I am going to take Buzo right here. That is the bright green color. I've been waiting to use this color. And it's going to go not all the way to the edge, but all the way to the middle of the lid. Okay, so just like this. I think I put that too high up in my crease. Please. So next I'm going to cut the crease. So I have got my 2 concealer brushes ready. Actually, this one is a lip brush, but it works good for it too. And after I do that, I'm going to be working with Yara, which is this one right here, and Umoja, which is this silver one right here. So I'm going to go ahead and start off with the ColourPop No Filter Concealer. I don't like this for concealer, but I love it for my cut crease. Alright, so I'm going to go ahead, start on the inside here. And then just blend that out. So I didn't bring it all the way up. Then we're just going to kind of blend it into that green as we put the eyeshadow on. So now I'm going to take Yara and I'm going to spray it. And this one's just going to go right in that mid area. And then next I'm going to take Umoja, which is the more silver color, and that'll go on the inner part of the eyelid. I think I'm probably going to have to go back in with a little more green. Okay, so I don't mean for it to look totally different. It just kind of like gives that gradient effect. So I am going to go in with a little bit smaller of a brush with the green, and I'm going to spray it this time because I can see that it started to kind of transfer up. So it's just going to help it stick a little bit better to the lid. For sure gonna have to do some cleanup over here. Then I'm gonna take it, because you can see it kind of like, you can see where it goes from one to another. So I'm just gonna kind of go back and forth right there along the line. And then I want to go back in with the pink. So I'm going to take a really tiny fluffy brush because I just want to keep that pink right in that crease. This is the M507 from Morphe, and the pink color is Koji. And just get that right there so it comes back to the look, but so that it doesn't blend out any of my cut crease. Boy, I definitely got too much green right there. So there is what we're looking at. Let me go ahead and do the other eye and I'll be back. All right, so next what I want to do, I'm going to bring a little of that silver into the inner corner. I think I'm just going to bring a little bit of that green down to the lower lash line, but not all the way. Just like wrapping it around a little bit, kind of how the silver does on the inner corner. Okay, so I am going to go ahead and put on mascara and a liner, and I will be back to show you the final look. Okay, so I'm back with the final look. I put on the Smashbox Superfan mascara with the Tarte Sex Kitten liquid eyeliner, and then I topped my lips with this Too Faced lipstick. It is Razzle Dazzle Rose, and I'm not sure what, it's a cream lipstick. That's what it looks like. So this is the final look number 3. Thank you guys so much for joining me for this 3 looks 1 palette with the Juvia's Place Magic palette. I really am liking this. Yeah, for sure some tips. Use a fixing spray with the shimmer shadows. They show up much better and they stay better. And I like to use like a glitter glue underneath of them as well, just to keep them from transferring up onto the upper eyelid. But I'm really enjoying these shadows, colors. They perform like the other Juvia's Places palettes do. And I really enjoy those. So thank you guys for joining me, and let me know which look was your favorite down in the comments box. Don't forget to subscribe before you leave, like this video, and I will see you guys in the next one. Bye!